Hey guys, welcome to NoMoreSaves.com. You're joined here by me, Hero, and this is Raj and Yakub. So we just saw the movie Captain America: The First Avenger, and it looked pretty good. I know some of the trailers we saw, we didn't really feel it was going to be that good of a movie.
Yeah, when I was watching a lot of the trailers, they just kind of seemed corny. That it was just like the image of
that shit's corny.
It's like you get the image that they've done over and over, just America destroying everything in its path.
Yeah, kind of like what we're doing now.
But after watching the movie, they did portray it really well. Just the idea of Captain America, that he isn't just the idea of America destroying everything. It is he does work with a team.
Yeah,
of diverse people.
Yeah,
I don't think he had an Indian friend. That would have been cool too. You can't rescue an Indian.
Yeah, well,
but I mean,
oh well.
But you're half black, so there's a black guy in there. So
Indians didn't take place in World War II. Right?
Yeah,
they were hiding. They were like Switzerland. They had no opinions.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
I'll give you that much.
Yes.
Curry in the eyes of the Nazis. It would have been an awesome tactic.
Yeah, there was this awesome dude in the film. He uses a shotgun for long distance engagements, and he wears his bowler hat like the odd job hat the entire time, right? He's like gonna take it off and throw it at somebody.
He gets his long range precision from his mustache.
That's what it is. That's the source of the power, right? Those type of guys in those type of movies, it could be a hurricane, tsunami, doesn't matter. If they have that weird thing, like a hat or some sort of cane or something weird, just like Indiana Jones, he never loses it. Oh, there's a chance you'll slide under the thing and then you'll go and have to grab it, but you'll never lose it.
It's like, fuck the girlfriend, who cares?
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, it's the image.
Yeah,
you don't need that girl. There's always another girl.
Yeah, because clearly, if anything, this movie teaches us. It teaches that hot girls will be attracted to you, even if you're a skinny bitch, pretty much. Like people they'll still like you.
But they'll want to sleep with you after you gain those muscles.
That's true, and they want to touch you too.
Yeah.
She's like,
well, overall, we're kidding about that a little bit, but in the movie, you'll find that his inner qualities is what kind of makes him what he is, and certain people like him for that aspect. That's why he's chosen for the experiments, and then later on, after he becomes actually Captain America, then they like him even more. So whatever they saw in him in the beginning, it was just enhanced, which is what the serum does. It enhances your inner qualities as well. So the main bad guy himself,
Elrond.
Yeah, Elrond. He was pretty badass. He wasn't bad. When he finally reveals himself, it's pretty significant thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all about that inner power, and it teaches you that anyone, if they believe in something, can do it. And that was the point of the message, and I think they did a decent job of doing it.
Yeah, Captain America isn't arrogant, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's not like Iron Man. Like Tony Stark's just an arrogant ass.
Yeah.
It's funny, but he's still an ass, right? So he doesn't have that heroic quality of being a team leader. He's not a team player. He's a loner. He doesn't need anyone, right? And he refuses to admit that he needs anyone. Even though you kind of see it with Pepper.
Until he gets recruited into the Avengers.
Uh-oh, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
And then he realizes he needs a team.
Uh-oh. But did you guys know they're making a Captain Planet movie?
Are you serious?
I am dead serious. They're making a Captain Planet movie.
Yeah.
Hey, Captain America, Captain Planet.
I want to be Marty, because we all know I have the most heart out of all of us. We all know that.
And
that's the most important.
The entire movie is going to be about us making you feel special, like your power is not actually worthless. It's worth something. This film was pretty good. The CG effect, like Raj was talking about, I like the way how they did Red Skull. It looked pretty good. It didn't look that fake, and they didn't have to spend $9 million on the CG like they did for Green Lantern. Just Ryan Reynolds' mask. So that was pretty good. There's one thing about the CG though that I noticed was in the beginning when you'll see this scene, this guy's running across into a building. It looks like a cutscene from literally what reminded me of a Diablo 2 like opening movie. That's what I thought. I was like, when I first saw the opening, I was like, oh fuck, like this movie is gonna suck now. Like seeing that, but luckily everything after that was pretty much uphill in terms of effects. So I was satisfied.
Pleasantly surprised.
Yes, pleasantly surprised. Yeah.
So, well, one aspect of the movie that I wanted to kind of say was a little bit of a downer. There's a famous thing in the last, or episode 6 of Star Wars, where the Emperor says, I want to dispatch my most elite soldiers to Endor, and he does the whole Mr. Burns hand thing. And then, they get taken out by Ewoks. So then the entire concept of inept guards, which are in every superhero
What do
movie.
you say? But I dispatched a legion of my most elite troops.
Yeah, exactly.
A legion. If you ever study history, like my man Yakub here, it's 3,000 to like 6,000 men, and we see like there's only like 4 stormtroopers. My most elite
And even
legion.
then, they all get taken out by like Ewoks, like
yeah,
fuzzy
by like
little
a tree,
guys.
they trip over of wine. Yeah.
So
Oh,
that
yeah,
concept of it, if
The
you
chicken
take
walkers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Two
the
tree
chicken
stumps
walkers.
doing this,
Yeah,
destroying metal.
Destroy one, yeah.
Ridiculous.
So that concept right there is in every single superhero movie. You're always
Yeah.
going to have the supervillain or the leader of these supervillains, and then you're going to have the inept guards. They're going to be taken out by the superhero really easily. In this, you have to kind of take that with a grain of salt, because superhero is going to like hit them, and then they're going to like go flying. Eventually, you're going to get that. But the team, the normal Americans, they come out and they kind of do the same thing also. So they could have done that a little better. The quality of the good guys is only matched by the quality of the bad guys, so they could have done that a little better. That was a little
Yeah, I
bit-
mean, in every movie, we just saw Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows like last weekend.
Don't.
And I'm sorry, this is a sore spot for Yakub, so I'm not going to go any more detail. But every time, okay, hold that thought. Every time you see the bad guys take over, like all of a sudden they have to be wearing like dark black suits, like that's intimidating. Like the state troopers, like wear that color. And in this movie, the same thing. You see what's it called, Hydra, right? Hydra. I never read the comics, sorry. So they're all decked out in black with all these cool masks. So I expect them to be badasses, but then they never notice Captain America running into their secret compound, the big ass shield on his back, the huge American flag running around all over the place. Nobody knows it. No one raises the alarm. Yeah.
a little bit of a letdown, but other than that, though, on the other side, Captain America traditionally fights with his shield, and there's a lot of acrobatics involved. He does a lot of like physical damage. He doesn't shoot anything, so like the punching and the fighting and the martial arts is pretty done well.
What if in an alternate universe there was a battle between all the Hydra soldiers and all the stormtroopers? No one would die. Everything around them would be like destroyed, but they would still be
Thousands
alive.
of rounds,
Yeah.
no one would get hit.
Yeah. There's some parts of this movie where there's some scenes where Chris Evans, Steve Rogers is his name. Like they did a really good job with the CG of him being really small and weak. But there are some scenes where like he's this tall, and then there's some scenes like he got an erection, all of a sudden like he got a little taller. So yeah, that
Well,
was
the
a little
scenes
bright.
where he was taller, there were girls.
That's
I mean,
true.
The scenes where
That's
he was
true.
shorter, he was
Yeah.
just sitting around a bunch of buff dudes.
Yeah. There's not really that many bad things about the movie. I think it's a great movie overall, but towards the ending, like, is it just me, or did you guys feel that it was just kind of like, okay, here it is,
A little bit
and then
Yeah,
anticlimactic.
it just ended, right? They had the whole romantic saying goodbye, crash landing, jump into the future.
yeah, spoiler alert, by the way. Yeah. So yeah, and then they jump in the future, and then we see Samuel L. Jackson come up, and then there's really nothing else. It didn't feel like there was like a happy moment where they sail off into the horizon. Like there wasn't a cliffhanger. It's like, oh, what's going to happen in the next movie? It was just, you'll see it when you watch the movie. It's just like there, that's it. And I do want to tell you guys, you definitely should stay until the very end, because there's something towards the end after the credits that's worth your while.
Despite the fact that, it could have been released on July 4th, I think that with Thor coming before this movie, and the next movie, I think, being the Avengers, I don't know if there's going to be one between now and then, a standalone movie, it was kind of placed at a decent time that if it was July 4th, they still would have accomplished this, but it stood alone, and it gave a good kind of hint as to what's coming up in the Avengers movie. So it did that, both aspects, like, really good. So
The reason why I think that they wanted to make the Captain America movie last was because they use him as a symbol to bring all the other Avengers together.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true. He's like the captain. No, he's like the head. He's like the
so
smarts.
It's like
of
even though
the team.
Thor's a god, Captain America is still his leader.
Yeah, yeah. Just because he has like
Tony Stark's the rich badass boy.
yeah.
I think the way that they do that with the Avengers is that Tony Stark and Captain America kind of co-lead.
Yeah.
Like, Captain America is the perfect soldier in the sense that he always does everything good, he knows what to do.
So now we're gonna go ahead and give it our rating. So what do you want to use? Shields, Captain America shields. All right. So what did you think, man?
I'm gonna give it a 4 Captain America shields.
All right.
Just because I did enjoy the movie, coming from the perspective of someone who never read the comics. I thought they did it really well. It was an enjoyable superhero movie.
Right.
It wasn't extra corny. It wasn't someone who was so powerful that he could just stand into, like, he needed a team.
Team of multicultural backgrounds. Yeah. No Indians though. Sorry to the other half of
That
Raj.
affected my rating.
You need to wait 20 or 30 years before you're gonna get some Indians and some superhero movies. Not in World War II, just later.
What was your rating?
I would put my rating at around 3.5 Captain America shields, because, again, the movie accomplished what it wanted to do. A standalone movie that in itself was good, and a connection between this one and the next one. Fighting scenes were good. The inept guards is the kind of thing that kind of threw me, and the ending fight scene, and the way the ending kind of climactically was not there, anticlimactic actually, but overall it was good. So it was above average, and it was well done.
Yeah, for me, I would just give it a 3 out of 5 shields. There's a lot of strong points in the movie. This movie is a typical summer flick. I think you can bring your friends and family. You can bring your kids to see it. It's good, but at the same time, it doesn't really offer anything special. So that's why I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 shields.
I agree on that. Like, it is just a typical summer. Everyone was saying that Captain America was supposed to be the summer blockbuster to bring in all the movie, like all the money. And then it comes out right after Harry Potter. Even though the movie was absolute shit, everyone's gonna go see it. Right. So, and Transformers. It came out after Transformers and Harry Potter. There was no way that Captain America is gonna make more money than just Harry Potter by itself.
Right. What was that interesting fact you had about your homeland in Zimbabwe or whatever that was?
It's not my homeland, dang it.
No,
in every one of these movies, what they try to do is they try to tie different superheroes together, right? That are going to eventually be in the Avengers. One of the guys in the Avengers is Black Panther, and Captain America's shield is made out of
Black Power.
vibranium, right? And vibranium
Hydra,
is found in a mine that's in Wakanda, a made-up place. Or at least I think it's made up. All the people of Wakanda, if it's actually real, then I apologize. But
all of Wakanda YouTube is hates you.
Yeah, hates me right now. Yeah. Dang it. I didn't acknowledge that they were real. But the mines of Wakanda is where you get the vibranium from. And that connects, like, the two characters there. And the other thing is, the Wakandans have extremely really good technology that's even more advanced than Tony Stark's. So it kind of adds that PC aspect, which I always thought was, like, kind of funny. You know, like the African nation.
Of course,
yes.
the white man has to go to your homeland, steal the best of everything, and then use it for his own profits.
Is that how this works?
Of course. That's why we drive you around whenever we go to see these movies. Yeah, we open the door for you.
That's what it is.
All right, so there you have it, guys. Anything else from you guys? Any closing comments?
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah? For yourself? All right, so there you have it. So I think the average score would be a 3.5 shields out of 5. Please subscribe to No More Saves. And also follow us on Twitter.
You'll find our link.
You'll find our link somewhere around on the screen. And follow us on Twitter at NoMoreSaves at twitter.com. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.
Thanks.
All right.